Hey everyone, 24/7 here, back with another pay-per-view review. So I know this is gonna be a little late. I'm gonna post it tonight. I will fucking post this tonight, yeah. Film this at 10 o'clock. I will get it posted before midnight. It's still technically during the week, so I don't really care, but I don't know, man. It feels weird without posting on Friday, and it was just kind of a stressful week for work because we just started the shutdown for work, so I stopped doing work for the rest of the year. I will be going back to work, so no, I'm not unemployed. Don't worry, I'm fine. But plant shutdown is happening, so that happened the 19th. That happened yesterday. Today is my first real day off, so I finished the show today. But yeah, I won't get easily as burnt out watching the next couple shows, but I will be burnt out because next week is Christmas. And Zach, I know what you're gonna say. I'm not burnt out of wrestling. I'm not, and I didn't review Saturday Night's Main Event because I didn't feel like I need to. But yeah, also, we hit 360 subscribers today, so thank you guys so much. That means a lot to me. But yeah, Armageddon 2000. I liked it. It was a good it was alright. I didn't mind it. It was not as good as I thought it would be, but I liked it. The show took place on December 10th, 2000 in Birmingham, Alabama, at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center, with attendance of 14,920 with a buy rate of 465,000. With the tagline of "Lord, I'm coming home to you." And judging by the poster, which is Undertaker and a bunch of fucking... Is that a skeleton? Oh, those are just Hell Riders. That is sick as shit. That is one of the most metal posters I've ever seen. I don't think he's talking about God. But yeah, this show was actually the second Armageddon. I think the previous one was the year before. Yeah, but it would be the last Armageddon for a little bit until 2002. They were going to do one in 2001, but then the 9/11 attacks happened, so there wasn't one that year. And they replaced it with Vengeance, which is understandable. But yeah, this show, why did I want to talk about the show? Well, because I wanted to talk about December pay-per-views this month, except TakeOver Philadelphia, so we did that one first, because that was one we drew from the bag. But yeah, let's start with the opening intergender elimination tag team match. Intergender elimination trios match, where the Radicals, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, and Perry Saturn, alongside Terry, took on Team Extreme. So Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, and Lita. So this started because Dean Malenko beat Lita, I think it was on Raw, to go on a date with Lita. And then they went on their date, the Hardy Boys crashed it, and they beat the shit out of Dean, and Dean's like, you know what, fuck you guys, I'm wrestling you guys in a match. This was a pretty fun match. Lita didn't get a lot to do, but I think it was very nice to see just an intergender match where it felt like she wasn't just the girl, she felt like an equal. But yeah. The first person eliminated was Eddie Guerrero, because Guerrero, I think, just recently turned heel, or soon after, because he was teaming with Chyna in, like, August, and I think he pinned her to win the Intercontinental Championship, because she won it at SummerSlam, and then he turned heel and just... Yeah, Jeff hit a Swanton Bomb on Guerrero to eliminate Guerrero. Then he had a Poetry in Motion, his flying, like, his drop kick. Oh, it's so cool. I love Poetry in Motion. I love the Hardy Boys. Yeah, but then Malenko tagged in Saturn, who would have Death Valley Driver on Jeff to eliminate him. Matt went for the Twist of Fate, but then Saturn twisted it into a suplex, and then he tried for it again, actually hit it, and eliminated Saturn. Then Terry tried coming in. She slapped Matt, and then Lita speared her, which was really cool. Yeah, and then Malenko rolled up Matt to eliminate him. And then Lita and Malenko went at it for a little bit. Then she hit a moonsault. Then Malenko kicked out at 2. Yeah. Then Malenko hit a DDT, hit a superplex, stopped his own pinfall, kept beating the shit out of her. And then had a cloverleaf, Lita tapped out. And then afterwards, there was a big fight. Lita got beat the shit out of her really badly at the end of that match. Then she said, she got interviewed by Michael Cole, and she said she can beat Malenko. I'll give the match 2.5 stars. It wasn't a bad match. It's just very much a standard hot opener with the Hardy Boys. But yeah, next, the European Championship match as William Regal defends the hometown boy of Hardcore Holly. Regal was just talking mad shit about Alabama, basically calling them smelly and calling them out for incest, which... yeah. And then Hardcore Holly interrupted him, and then Holly just started doing his Hardcore Holly thing of going real, beating the shit out of people. Yeah. There was a nice... Holly hit a nice belly-to-back suplex, which I love a belly-to-back suplex. I love a good suplexes. Regal also hit a superplex on Holly, but that was only a 2 count. Holly was in control for a good while in this match. But then all of a sudden, Raven shows up, and that shocked me a little bit. I'm like, wait, this is 2000. When the fuck did Raven show up? Because I don't know. I don't even know when Raven debuted for WWE. But yeah, hit a DDT. Regal pins and wins. I will give it 1.5 stars. It was a very simple match. It didn't really go to that next level ever. It just kind of happened, you know? Next, China takes on Val Venus. So Val Venus is in Right to Censor. Oh, man. Right to Censor, man. Just hearing that. That fucking theme song is so fucking bad. Oh my god, I hate the Right to Censor theme song. I don't hate Right to Censor. I thought it was a hilarious gimmick. Yeah, this was okay. China was very dominant in the beginning. Val Venus basically tossed her out of the fucking ring. And then Ivory came in. Because, yeah, Ivory was out there. Ivory was women's champion, who would also have a match later in the night, but we're not there yet. But, yeah, there was a lot of interference in this match. Like, China got, like, some hits in. Val got, like, some stuff on China, but it was very much a weirdly Ivory-dominated match. It sounds really stupid, but that's kind of what happened. But yeah, China actually got tripped by Ivory. Then China chased her around the fucking ring, and I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, Venus came in, hit her, threw her in the ring, hit a fisherman suplex for the win. I'll give it 2 stars. It was fine. Like, I didn't love it, but like... it was whatever. China was gonna powerbomb Ivory, but then Venus came in, saved her, and then powerbombed China instead. Next, in the first really good match on the show, the last man standing match between Kane and Chris Jericho. So I remember, people joke about this feud all the time. Basically, Jericho dumped coffee on Kane, and they were just beating the shit out of each other. But yeah, Kane has probably my favorite Kane attire. I think I mentioned in the Survivor Series 2002 video. But I fucking love this Kane attire. He looks so fucking cool in this attire, man. But yeah, this match was really, really fun. They started by going backstage, just beating the shit out of everyone. Mideon was there, and then he just got randomly beat up by both guys, which is fucking hilarious. And it was very much back and forth. No, I'm surprised how much Kane sold for Jericho here, which is crazy, because Jericho's very much not a chicken shit at this point, but he was very sly, you know? But yeah, there was a flying clothesline from Kane onto Jericho. He also had a choke slam. Jericho got a fucking low blow then, and then, which is nice, because Kane was about to hit him with a chair. Low blow. Jericho hit a top rope moonsault, which is really nice. And then he went for a lion salt on Kane. Ended up getting that one. But yeah, it was just a nice back and forth last man standing match. I don't know if it was as good as Jericho's last man standing match he had earlier in the year, which is crazy to me. Because Jericho had a last man standing match earlier in the year against Triple H at Fully Loaded, which, by the way, I would totally be down to review that show, Zach. So let me one of these times. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just laughing right now. I don't know why I made such a big fucking deal about that. Kane took control, hit a big boot on Jericho, and then dragged his ass to the tech area. So basically the stage area. They were just beating the crap out of each other up there. Jericho hit a really terrible fucking, like, bulldog from, like, one of the top of the cards. Because, like, I love these old sets. The Armageddon set had, like, a bunch of barrels, cars. It just looked like a fucking mess. And I loved it. I miss those. I miss theme sets. I'm kind of sad WWE doesn't do it anymore because it's really boring. And they have the money for it now, so I don't know why they don't do it. They only do it for Mania, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, Jericho hit a bulldog from a car onto a table on the outside, not on the outside, but like off to the side. But it looked really shitty. Like they both kind of landed weird. Like nobody got hurt, it just looked really bad. Then there were a bunch of barrels that were just like they look glued together or some shit. Zach will have to kind of explain to me how it is. But it's like a bunch of, like, I think it was like 12 barrels. They were stacked up on top of each other. I think it was like 4 rows of 3, and then he just shoved them all onto Kane. And then Jericho won, which shocked me because I didn't look up anything before this match. Before the show, I should say. And I went in with just, like, no expectations, don't look up anything. But yeah, Jericho won, and that was a pretty big win for him, Jericho. I don't know if he got many big wins like that. So that was really cool. Next, 4 corners elimination. Was it 4 corner? Yeah, 4 corner tag team match. The Good Father and Bull Buchanan from Right to Censor. The Good Father is the Godfather, by the way. They just call him the Good Father because he was cleansed? I don't even know. They were the tag champs. They were challenged by Edge and Christian, Road Dogg and K-Quick. Do you guys know who K-Quick is? Fucking R-Truth in 2000. He has been with this company for so fucking long. He went away for a couple years and then came back 2010 probably. Was it 2009, 2010? Around that time. But yeah, terrible tag team with Road Dogg. And Road Dogg couldn't fucking sing either. They sang their way to the ring. It was awful. But yeah, I'm doing my ADHD thing. Sorry guys, it's 10 o'clock. I'm kind of tired. So I'll just say Right to Censor, Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys, and Road Dogg and K-Quick. Yeah. Right to Censor right off the bat went after the Dudleys because the Dudleys turned on. They were gonna join Right to Censor, but this and a great line by Bubba says, if putting people through tables is wrong, I don't want to be right. And then just powerbomb Stevie Richards through the table. But yeah. Dudley Boys took a lot of this shit. I don't even think Road Dogg or K-Quick did anything in this match. Like, they were there, but I don't remember them doing fucking anything in this match. Gonna level with you. But yeah, it was basically a big back and forth between everyone but Bulldog and K-Quick. I don't even really know why they were in this match. There was a table that was going to be brought out, but that didn't work. What the fuck is his name? Stevie Richards actually hit a running, weird-looking DDT. It looks so bad. Like, what the... How do you make a DDT look bad? That's just so dumb to me. But yeah. What the fuck threw him in? Yeah, he hit it on Devon. Bubba was in the ring, and he was basically taking on Edge and Christian by himself. It was Bubba and Edge as the legal men. And then Edge hit a spear, kick out at 2, and then while the ref wasn't looking for some reason, Christian hit a kill switch on Bubba, and then Edge pinned him to win, which is crazy to me. Edge and Christian are your new tag team champions. I think they would lose the titles at the 2001 Royal Rumble, if I am not mistaken, which I think I am. But yeah, oh yeah, Kane and Chris Jericho. I'm doing a thing I used to do in my old reviews where I forgot to star rate things. I'll give the Last Man Standing match 4 stars, and then I'll give this one 3.5. Yeah, it was good. Edge and Christian winning was surprising to me. Because, yeah. Next, Billy Gunn defends the Intercontinental Championship against Chris Benoit. So Benoit was in the Radicals at this point. So... yeah, this was pretty decent. It wasn't great or anything, but I liked it enough. There was pretty okay back and forth, but I don't even know what the fuck happened, but I think Gunn landed on his leg wrong or something. He definitely fucked his leg up somewhat, because he was struggling to walk. And I commend Billy Gunn for still finishing this match. But fuck, man, he was struggling. Like, he tried to hit a fucking figure 4 and just kind of fell over. Like, it was kind of hard to watch, not gonna lie. Benoit had a figure 4 leg lock, really hurting the... you know, that leg, you know? Because it fucking hurts your legs, trust me. I know. But yeah, Gunn was just struggling. He was thrown outside, but then... I think when he was thrown outside, he hurt his leg. I don't even know. Like, you couldn't really tell, honestly. Like, I couldn't tell where he... like, when in the match he got hurt, but... I don't know. And that's bad, isn't it? God, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes right now that I have on here. It's just... Tiger Brain is winning right now. But yeah, pretty decent match. Benoit was very aggressive in this match. Just kind of laying into Billy Gunn in this entire fucking match. Gunn actually hit a jackhammer and then went for a famouser, but it did only get him a 2 fall. Benoit got Billy Gunn in the crippler crossface, but then I didn't even notice because the camera kind of missed it because it was focused on the submission, but Gunn got his foot on the rope. Gunn tried hitting a tilt-a-whirl, but then it failed because his knee buckled, which I hate when that happens. Yeah, Benoit hit the crippler crossface again. Gunn taps. And Benoit's new Intercontinental Champion. I want to give it 3 stars, but I think I have to give it 2. And I'll give it 3 stars. And the only reason I give it 3 stars and not 2 is because Billy Gunn. Benoit looked great, don't get me wrong, but Billy Gunn still really trying to finish this match after his fucking leg was all, you know, kind of fucked. You know, that... I gotta commend him, man. Next, your semi-main, a triple threat match as Ivory defends the WWE Women's Championship against Trish Stratus and Molly Holly. There was a Molly chant during this match, but it was very short. How long was this match? I'm gonna look it up. Because I have my computer right here, so I can just look it up. Yeah, this match was 2 minutes. Not much happened. I think the most interesting thing that happened was Ivory hit a crossbody. No, Molly hit a crossbody on Ivory. Yeah, she had a crossbody on both of them. Yeah, TNA came out, or sorry, as our shirt says, TNAPA, because they took out the Acolytes for some reason. But yeah, Ivory picks up the win. Yeah, because Molly hit oh yeah, she had a powerbomb. That was really cool. She had a powerbomb, which got a pop from the crowd. Hit the sitting powerbomb. Whereas they called it a tiger bomb, I think, and during the match. But yeah, Ivory wins. I'll give it a star. It wasn't bad. It's just, yeah. And then TNA were gonna beat the shit out of Molly, and then Crash came out. God, I love Crash Holly. Rest in peace, Crash. Man, that fucking sucks. We lost a good one, but yeah. Then the Acolytes came out. Basically just ran off TNA. But yeah. Then they celebrated. Yay. It seems like I'm talking shit about the show, but most of this show, except for 2 matches, was really boring. Sorry guys, I'm struggling to remember things from this show. But let's get to the best thing about this show. The 6-man Hell in a Cell. This is the match I watched the show for, and it did not disappoint. This was a fucking mess. So, there were 3 storylines going on, right? Okay, so I'm going to have to explain this so it makes sense. So, it's going to take me 10 minutes, but here we are. So, where do I start? Kurt Angle was in a feud with The Undertaker. Because I think it was in October. Angle won the title at Unforgiven. Or was it No Mercy? I think it was No Mercy. Yeah, it might have been No Mercy where Angle beat Rock for the title. And then he was feuding with Taker at Survivor Series. Yes, those terrible pants, the snake pants, those ones. They were feuding over the title. And then there was The Rock and Rikishi. They were feuding for a little bit. Because Rikishi ran over Stone Cold and he said, "I did it for the Rock." Oh my god. And the reason Stone Cold and Triple H were feuding is because Triple H hired Rikishi to to run over Stone Cold. And yeah, it's just all kind of blend together. And Mick Foley, who was the commissioner at the time, basically went, fuck it, throw them all in a box and see who's still alive at the end. And Mr. McMahon was basically pleading with everyone. Just he went to each person and said, hey, you don't know to do this match. Because he cared about everyone, and I think it was just a bad PR. He's just I don't want to get hurt and sue me. But yeah, oh yeah, Vince made a really boring promo earlier in the show, basically saying, oh yeah, I care about these people. I do. Yeah. This was a fucking car crash. This was a mess. It was a messy match. Because it was basically... So everyone came out. Angle came out in the middle as champion, which is fucking weird. When I saw that, I was like, wait, why is Angle coming out now? It's weird. But yeah, Austin came... I think they were saving the big stars for last. But this is a fucking stacked match. I think that's kind of... Not the problem with this show, but also a problem. But also... I don't know, it's weird. It was a good and a bad thing at the same time. Because I feel like... having all the big stars in this one match kind of makes me feel like there's nothing else to care about in this show except Kane and Jericho. They're top guys enough that like you can watch it and not say not care, but like I don't know. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic or really mean, but yeah, this was a fucking mess. There were like groups of people. It was Rock and Rikishi beating the shit out of each other, Stone Cold and Triple H beating the shit out of each other, and Undertaker and Angle beating the shit out of each other. And it was so much shit going on. It was kind of hard to pay attention, but like, it was a mess, but I didn't want to stop watching, you know? Like, it was kind of hard to focus, but I was just so fucking fascinated with what's going on. It was just like, damn it, I love this. This is awesome. Vince, Pat Patterson, and Gerald Briscoe came out with a truck with sawdust in it for some fucking reason. And then they literally had a chain attached to the cell door, ripped the fucking cell door off. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then Mick Foley came out, had the police come and arrest everyone, and Vince is just screaming, he's like, I owe that place. He's just doing his Vince rambling shit. Just let it, basically, let them fight. Then Triple H and Stone Cold went up on top of the cage, and that got really exciting. Then Undertaker and Angle came up, and then everyone's bleeding by this point. Like, I don't think there was anyone who wasn't bleeding. I don't think Rikishi was bleeding. I think Rikishi was the only person who didn't bleed during this. Yeah, it was just a fucking messy match. God, actual damn it. And then Rikishi started climbing up. He kind of knocked, him and The Rock were going to climb up, but Rikishi knocked The Rock down. Then Undertaker had a fucking steel chair. Literally was just screaming at the timekeeper guy. He's like, hey, fucking throw me up a chair. And then when he actually caught the chair, the crowd fucking popped for that. Excuse me. God damn. Excuse me. Sorry, that was funny. But yeah. And then the most infamous pop from this match. The Undertaker choke slammed Rikishi off the cage. He literally just went like, And it was a cool spot. But he didn't choke slam him. Rikishi just stood there just like, it was just so stupid. Oh my god. And then everyone's just down. Everyone's just down and out. And then back in the ring, there was a stare-off between Rock and Austin, and that got such a big cheer from everyone. And then there's me knowing, that's the Mania match that's the Mania match that they were gonna have, because they would have the match at X7 a couple months later. I think in April, because this is like 4 months later. It's crazy, but yeah. And then Rock hit a spine buster. He was gonna go for a people's elbow. And then Triple H hit a fucking clothesline on him. Rock then took out Triple H, hit a rock bottom on Kurt Angle, and then Stone Cold stopped The Rock, then hit a fucking stunner on The Rock. Triple H broke that up, and then Austin was gonna, it looked like he was gonna go for a stunner, but then it kind of turned into a neck breaker. And then that took those two guys out. And then all of a sudden you see Angle slowly slide up to Rock. Put literally one fucking hand, not even his arm, just a hand on top of the Rock. 1, 2, 3. Kurt Angle retains in all that madness. Probably the underdog in this match, who should not have won, manages to survive, but barely. But yeah, I'm going to give it 5 stars. I'm going to give it 4.5. I think the only reason I don't give it 5 is because it was too much. There was too much. But it was so much that it was so much fucking fun. Yeah, I actually 4 stars. I'm going to dock it a whole star because it was kind of unfocused. I will give it that. But I loved watching it. You know, it's just a fun kind of car crash of a match, you know? It's the best kind of bullshit. And then it show ends with a stunner, because of course it does. Send the fans home happy. I was happy because Kurt Angle won, but still. But yeah, this show, this was a filler show. It was fun for like 2 matches. And I say the tag match, the 4-way tag match was okay, but and the last one tag match was really good. Was good, I would say. Not really good, good. And then the main event was dumb fun. But everything else kind of just happened. I kind of struggled watching the show, and it's not from burnout. I know that for a fact. Because I loved watching TakeOver Philadelphia. I watched Saturday tonight's main event perfectly fine. I wasn't burnt out from that at all. I think the show was just kind of boring, except the main event and the other 2 matches I mentioned. Everything else kind of didn't matter, which is sad, but it's kind of true. But yeah, I liked this. This was an okay show. I want to give it a 6, but I think I'll give it a 7. The only reason I give it a 7 is because the matches that were good, I really liked. But the stuff that was really boring was really boring. But yeah, next time I will be back again for the Christmas episode. Woo, 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 woo. Christmas episode. So I'm probably going to film that beforehand, because I'm going to Chris Cade's place. We're going to have Christmas there, and that's going to be fun. I got a Christmas sweater, ugly sweater I'm going to wear for that. So I'm going to film it here, probably. But yeah. We'll see how that goes. But what is that Christmas review? TLC 2011. Why? Because it's a show I remember watching as a kid, and I liked it. And it was where literally all the fan favorites were champion at that point. Literally every champion was a fan favorite. So that was awesome. But yeah, what a way to end the year, man. I'm looking forward to that review. We got 3 more videos. We got 2 reviews and a Wrestle Ramble coming. I still have not decided what that Wrestle Ramble will be yet, but we will see. I have been 24/7, and I will see you guys with more awesome wrestling content. Have an awesome night? I don't know.